from El Segundo, California, from Rusty Frank, that's me, and Buddy the Wonder Dog. Aww. Mwah. He always loves to be in the studio with me. Anyway, I thought it would be interesting for everybody to find out about Leonard Reed's version of the Shim Sham and why there's this big question about what count the second step starts on. So let me tell you about a little party that happened many years ago at the home of Bob Shear. We invited all these tap dancers over. We had tons of I would say the generation below Leonard Reed. So Leonard was born in the early part of the 1900s and 1907, and then everybody else was born later than that. And so this discussion came up about the push and crossover step, okay? And everybody started attacking Leonard, saying, that step is supposed to start on 8 and you started on 1. And they started coming in around him like, like this mob coming around him. And finally he said, I made it up. I was there. Were you? And everybody started to go, and they backed up. It was a really interesting moment. So I finally asked Leonard, can you explain it to me? Why you did it this way? And he said, it's easy to explain. It's easy. Everything, all the steps of the Shim Sham, the accent is on count 1 with a pickup. So let me go through the whole dance just like he did with me to show me how that is. So we're going to talk about the tap version first because this is how it started as a tap dance. And with the tap steps, I think you'll be able to hear it much better why the accent on all 4 steps is on 1. The steps don't start on 1. They all start before that with that little upbeat, but you'll see what I mean. So if we start with the first step, you can either do the first step with a shuffle step, or stomper step, stomper step. So if we just count that one, it would be 8 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1. Okay, so you can hear, if I now do it without counting, you'll hear 5, 6, 7. So you can hear that the accent is indeed on the downbeat. It's not accented there, it's accented on the downbeat. Count 1. So now we go to the second step, which is the push and crossovers. And so that one is, again, this is the big one that drives people nuts until they hear this explanation, then it starts making sense. So as we pointed out, the accent was on the downbeat on the Shim Sham step. Now we're on the push and crossover. So he told me that he either added a clap, he yelled hey, or he sometimes yelled his wife's name who was in the audience, but that took up that count 8. 8, 1, 2. 1, 2. So there again, we have the emphasis on the downbeat, okay? So there it is on the downbeat. Now we come to the Tack Annie. Some people call it the Tackie Ann. If you're in the Lindy Hop world, in the tap world, we call it the Tack Annie. And again, that accent is also on the downbeat, though there is a pickup. So it's 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1. Can you hear that? Downbeat accent. 1, 2. Okay, so am I convincing you of this? And then finally we get to the last step, which is the half break. Now this is the one where you really have to listen to it as a tap dancer, not a Lindy Hopper. So as a tap dancer, we're gonna go step, step, shuffle, ball change, right? And again, upbeat, starting it, and then the downbeat is the accent. 8, 1, 2. Again, 8, 1, 2. And there you have it. All the steps have the accent on the downbeat, count 1, but they start on either 8 and 8. So if I go through the whole dance, you will see what I mean. A 5, 6, 7. Hey. So there you could hear it. All of the accenting goes on the downbeat. So how did it change? This is the big mystery. For tap dancers and for Lindy hoppers, many people around the world took out the clap, took out the hey, took out that count, and started the push and crossovers on 8. Okay? Now, I can understand how that would happen in the Lindy hop world. Because when you take out the tap steps and simplify it, it shifts your ear to hearing all those accents on the upbeat rather than the downbeat. Right? 8, 1, 2, 3. Because you're not hearing the accented taps anymore. So if I went 5, 6, 7, this is Lindy hoppers, right? They just stomp it out. So I can see, it makes sense to me. I have no proof of this, but I can see how that would happen. And you can look at the other steps like, for example, the half break. Again, because there's no tap sounds, they go 8, 1. They dive into that and, they don't even do the shuffle there. So they're just hitting, again, that emphasis on the upbeat rather than the downbeat. Well, I hope this has explained to you how this all happened. And I would like to add that one of the things that's nice about the second step and doing it the way that Leonard Reed and Willie Bryant initially did it back in the late 20s is that you don't have to do that catch step to go into the Tack Annie. It's pretty nice. I hope that you all liked that. What do you think, buddy? Is that good? Do you like the Shim Sham? He says it's his favorite dance. He loves the Shim Sham. He's not going to show you right now, though. Anyway, happy National Tap Day, which is May 25th, and happy Frankie Manning's birthday, which is May 26th. So we get, in 2 days, 2 fabulous days to celebrate. Are you done? Should we go? Come on, let's go. Come here. Come here, buddy, come here. Come on. Yes. Bye, everybody. Happy Tap Day. Happy Frankie Manning's